Okay, welcome to the Lobo podcast. Today we have Jessica Diana and Stephen Curry on Facebook. Stephen Ellis Curry. He uses his full legal name to separate him from, the light-skinned basketball player who shoots three-pointers. Talk about Stephen. Well, we talk about me, how I this comedian tried to cancel me one time when I gave her a ride to a show. But Stephen kind of talks about a little bit, he has to be careful in the scene and with ladies. We do talk about how when Jessica got fucked by this porn star named Smoky Bones. I didn't find him, but I'll try to find him. I think this is in Florida, right? So if I'm gonna put up the link to these four rappers, the Getting Money Boys. This crippled rapper, crippled. Can you say crippled? I just did. It's got a wheelchair, right? He's a rapper. They put money in his mouth. I'll put in the link. So Jessica had like 10 siblings. Her parents were married a few times. Actually, her mom got married to a Mexican who was actually killed by a black guy named Tyrone. Stabbed him. My dad got deported by a black guy named Obama. You guys remember Obama? So we talk about a little bit about my dad. He might have done how he asked me for money for guns and things like that when he's in Mexico. He might have killed somebody recently. I don't know. Man, we do get into the border a little bit, right? And how Steve likes to drink Pepsi and Sprite. I don't like spending. So we get into a few things with Steven. We do talk about how he got banned from the Annoyance Theatre and what happened there. And we do talk about his baby mama. If you don't know, his baby mama made a whole big post on Facebook, try to cancel him, accuse him of some things that he did not do. So we'll get into that a little bit. G-spots. We get into G-spots. Male gynecologist. How I found out about my two brothers I didn't know about. Oh, and how I fucked this chick in Beloit, this old lady whose 90-year-old mom dropped her off at the bar because I don't think she had a license. And also how Jessica made a band. Yeah. Well, she made the band. Basically, 4 dudes were making a DVD and fucked her in the hallway. Okay, but check out their mic. The Open Heckle Mic is going to be at the Continental Lounge, 2801 West Chicago Avenue every Friday. I think at 11 or 10. But yeah, check out Jessica Diana, Stephen Curry on Facebook. And also shout out to Eric Pennell. Actually, I'm going to put up the link to his Busting Balls podcast because the Miami thing came up. If you guys don't know, I went to Miami, spent $4,000 on strippers. So I'll put a link to that one if you want to hear the episode, hear what happened. Okay, here we go. Lobo Den. Okay, welcome to the Lobo Den podcast. Today we have our Jess. What's your full name?
Jessica. Well, full name or stage name?
Okay, let's go with your stage name first.
Jessica Diana.
Jessica Diana.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're red.
Thanks.
Sorry, I'm just over here messing with stuff. And then Jessica Diana.
Yes.
And then we got Stephen Curry. But do you use the Ellis or what? What do you?
Nah, that's just my government because there's like a million Stephen Currys in the world. So I want people to find me.
When did Stephen Curry get famous? The other one.
Fucking like 4 years ago.
And did that change your life at all or no?
Yeah, it's making me have to work harder to fucking be recognized as me now. That sucks.
To be the Stephen. You didn't want to change it when you got into something else or no?
Nah, man. I've been Stephen Curry my whole life. I ain't gonna change it because some light skinned nigga can shoot 3-pointers.
Oh yeah, Stephen is dark skinned. St. James told me you guys are making a comeback.
Hey man,
we talking about reparation pussy.
Reparation pussy.
Reparation, but that's what St. James told me. Jessica, what's your legal name, or you don't want to say it?
Jessica Misitano.
Miss A, Italian.
Hey, I'm Italian as fuck.
Bobbity booby.
Did you grow up here in Chicago, or?
No, I'm from the country, man. I'm from DeKalb.
Oh, you're from Northern Illinois University.
Yeah. Yeehaw. Our logo is a ear of corn with wings.
Is it?
Yes.
No shit.
I went to Northern.
Wait, that's your family crest?
Oh, you went to Northern?
No, I went to a party in Northern once.
So I didn't go to Northern, but I also went to parties at Northern, yeah.
I went, where am I? Okay, here we go. I'm just messing with stuff. I went to a party in Northern one time, but I didn't drink because my buddy on the way up there, I don't know, is there certain alcohol you guys don't drink you can't mess with?
I don't fuck with gin.
You don't fuck with gin?
Unless it's like in a martini, but like straight gin.
Oh, martini. Oh, wow. Very bougie.
Yeah,
and then
fancy shit.
I like all alcohol. Mine is, you know what? You know how you ever have that alcohol where you just can't fucking drink it anymore?
Because you drank so much of it.
Because
when
you
were
drank
younger?
so much of it and got sick of it.
I have a few of those.
For me, it's that
Jaeger.
What's that disgusting vodka?
I'm gonna move this so this is more in
Right
front of you
here.
like that. Yeah, because that's
Like
for some
this.
reason I gotta go sideways on the mic with Jessica.
It's that one vodka that's super fucking cheap.
Skull.
Skull vodka. Yeah, you got messed up on that, and you're just sick in the bathtub for hours.
Low key, that's just like probably just like rubbing alcohol that they just rebrand fucking like moves.
I drank that straight once. Well, I used to drink that straight. When I first started drinking, I didn't know. I don't know. I try to maximize my, when you're young, you try to maximize your drunkenness. So I would like, why would I use a chaser when I could just drink it straight? And now there's things when I was younger that I would drink straight that I can't even look at. Like Skull, like I could probably drink Skull right now, actually. But I can't drink Tito's vodka because me and my buddy had way too much in Miami. Not this Miami. It was a few years ago. I go to Miami like every year.
For sure.
Anyways, I just fucking hate that place. Anyways, and then we had just way too much. We got a handle, and it was just too much. I can't drink Coke Zero because I used to chase it with a bunch of vodka. So Coke
So
Zero,
you can't even drink it by itself.
I can't look at a Coke Zero. Like I smell vodka. I can't drink Smirnoff Red.
What is Smirnoff Red?
The regular ass.
The regular
Smirnoff.
Smirnoff.
Oh, just
Because there's the black one that's like 80 proof, and I can't drink. I think that's it. The reason I don't like Bacardi, and this is what happened. We're going to Northern, and my buddy was like, "Hey," I told him it's like whatever you get, don't get Bacardi. Like with 100, the regular Bacardi, the handle. He walks out with a fucking bottle of Bacardi 100, and I was like, really, dude?
Oh yeah.
It's like. It's the only thing I asked you not to get, and he gets it. And he's like, he's a stubborn dude, and he was short. I don't know. How tall are you, Steven?
5'9".
Okay, you're normal.
I feel
giant
the same
for a
way.
Mexican, but okay.
I won't drink Jaeger. I'd rather be sober than drink Jaeger.
Really?
Or what is the other stuff that tastes like black licorice?
I know what you're talking about. Rumpelstiltskin.
No. Rumpelmints is mint.
It's decent.
I don't know, but anything black licorice is fucking nasty. I won't touch it.
I gave up on
drink.
college like fucking 10 years ago. So like, you know what I'm saying? That shit's fucking.
The Jaeger, this is what I used to do. Oh my god, when I used to drink, I don't know if you guys don't know, I'm not kind of drinking. I'm basically I'm Giovanni sober. I'll have drinks like at the Burbies. Me and Jessica were just at the Burbies, and then I had 2 drinks. I had 1 drink and I switched to club soda, but then Jim Flanagan bought me like a shot or 2, so I was like, all right, I took some shots. But besides that, and what I did is I started feeling a buzz, and I was like, "Oh shit, I don't want to feel this way." So I went to the bathroom immediately and did coke, and I was like, "I need to balance out because I don't want to keep."
That's when the strippers come out. That's when you
No, I can go wild. Like before that, I woke up in Kenosha like a few months ago, and it was like I was at a bar, and then I woke up. I was in my car in Kenosha and parked in the middle of the street. I have no idea how I got there.
Dude, fuck.
So when you get fucked up, you go hard. Right?
Yeah, that's why I quit like drinking.
Yeah.
It was drinking, drugs, and women. And then I'm like slowly introducing women back into my life recently, but it's like
without alcohol.
Huh?
So the quality goes up a little bit when there's no alcohol.
It's
is that
weird.
What it is?
I recently, I'm not gonna say a time frame in case any women. Hopefully, I think none of the women I talk to listen to this podcast. I hope not. But
That's good.
I hope not. 'Cause, I mean, whatever. If they do, they do. But I recently made my first move on a girl with 0 alcohol, completely dry, and I haven't done that. I think like in 15 years. I don't even remember the last time I've done that. Like 0. Nothing. I don't know.
No alcohol, just completely organic.
Yeah, like I felt like I was a kid in high school.
You need you need the alcohol for the confidence boost. Just like
I'm just so used to like maybe hanging out with the girl, having a drink or even like 1 drink or something. You know what I mean? When I make my first move, like after
I feel it.
You're intimate or whatever with something. Like it doesnn't matter, but as much. But that first time, I was like, oh, it was the first time. I don't know. Was the last time you, or what? You just you're a G?
Nah, I mean, shit. Well, we always in bars, so like usually, there's some alcohol involved. But
like even 1 or 2, you know what I mean? It was completely dry, and I was just like, I was nervous, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was gonna pull my own move. I don't know if you guys had not. Do women don't have moves, right?
Yeah, women.
Oh yeah, we do. Oh
They
yeah,
totally
we do.
moves.
We do the 3-second rule. If we're trying to fuck you that night, we do the 3
What's the 3-second rule?
The 3-second
stare at
rule
you for
is when
3
we're at the
seconds.
bar. We're at the bar, and we make eye contact for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and then we shift. And that's how we let you know that we're trying to fuck you.
Oh, okay.
It works.
Which is the dumbest shit I ever heard of.
It works though. It works. You call it dumb as you want, but it works.
I mean, how often do dudes straight up like approach like, oh hey, so I noticed you noticed me at the end of the bar.
You can ask. I had this conversation with my brother, and he's like, yeah. He goes, you give the fuck you eyes, the fuck eyes. Yeah, but you make the eye contact for 3 seconds, and you hold it. and then you look away.
See, I don't know if that'll work for me. This is my problem, right? I don't know if you have this problem, Steven, as a dude, when you're looking at a chick and you can't tell if she looked at you or she just caught you staring at her. Are you ever in that situation? Yeah. And
but you know what, man? Like, I be looking at like, fuck, I don't know, man. Like, when it comes to like trying to talk to women, dude, like, I don't know. I'm like more hands off, like more, especially nowadays, man. Because like I've listened.
You talk to white women, like not like you.
I
mean, you're white, but I don't consider you white. Like, you know, like you're
basic
normal.
white bitch. Yeah,
you're normal.
Now, I mean, I talk to like all women, but yeah, mostly because like look where we are, bro. It's mostly white women around here. So like, I'm just fishing in the local pond. You feel me?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't talk to white women. Like,
it's probably for the best.
There's some like I don't want to say.
I mean, I ain't gonna say no names, but
I'll say, look, if you're like a little rugged or country or white trash, I'll talk to you. But if you're like sheltered and Midwest, I ain't gonna. No.
Yeah, no,
like,
you got to look for the back tattoos. Back tattoos will tell you everything.
Like I'll be okay with that, but otherwise I can't talk to you if you're white. I'm afraid. It's like the Patrice, that Patrice bit, like right, motherfucker. Like no, everything. I'm scared and I'm not gonna do it.
No, I get it, because they're just everyone's been fucking
me too
assaulted.
Yeah.
So they're all fucking skittish and weird, man. And you say the wrong thing, and then you're gonna get in trouble. So I get it.
That happened to me with this chick. I drove her to a show, and then on the way up there, she started talking to me. I gave her a ride to a show for a guest spot, and on the way up there, she started talking to me about these creatures that don't really exist. Not fairies, but another one. Something
like some Harry Potter type shit?
Nah, like fairy adjacent.
Nymphs?
Yeah.
Maybe nymphs.
No, we're talking about white women. They're not nymphs.
It might have been nymphs or fairies in that family. And she's like, oh, I believe in fairies or nymphs or something. And I was just like, in my head, I was like, man, all right, I'm just going to shut the fuck up now. I was like, oh, really? Yeah, yeah. And then the whole ride up there, I spoke as little as possible, trying to talk too much. And I remember even after that, I found out afterwards because I remember she deleted me on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't even know because I was like, man, I haven't seen her. She's still doing that one show or whatever. And then I go to her Facebook. Oh, we're not friends. I was like, what? And then later I found out that she felt uncomfortable. Not even the car ride. She uncomfortable from my material.
Is she another comic?
I was about to say that, bro. Like from that conversation, I think I narrowed down.
I have a hard guess.
It's Lisa Peters. Who gives a fuck?
Who is it?
It's Lisa Peters. I don't know if you guys know her. I don't give a shit.
Oh dang, I ain't seen her in a minute.
Yeah. She used to date Zach Peterson or Zach something. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. The thing is, and she was like Mexican or half Latina, so I was like, there was a show she was doing, a puppet show, and then I heard afterwards that she was like, oh, what did she say? She was like something with my material, and she went back with a different comic, and you know what pissed me off about that is like, look, man, you had a guest spot that the producer asked me, hey, if you know somebody to guest spot, I messaged, maybe 10 people or something like that.
She replied first?
No, a few, some could, some couldn't, like some dudes, some women, and then she replied. Because I'll give her that, man. She helped me change my comedy. Because one time I did a show at the Whip. I don't know if you guys were around.
I remember the Whip. Yeah, that was good shit.
Yeah,
before it burned down.
I did a show at the Whip,
R.I.P.
and they gave us RIP to the Whip. The Puerto Rican. No, he marries a Puerto Rican Vio, one of the owners.
Oh, okay.
Remember Timmy Winsel?
Yeah,
he wants to do the podcast.
Oh damn, where the fuck is he? Did he quit comedy? Because I remember like he was like trying to clean up his act and shit, and he lost like a lot of weight, and like he started looking like, you know what I'm saying, like taking better care of himself. But
he's probably just doing more drugs, to be honest with you. But I don't know. But I'm gonna try to like, because I'm sober, and I think he has some substance issues, so I wanted to talk to him about it. So
for sure,
I'm gonna try to get him out. But that's all I'll say now. I don't want to put his business out there.
Last time I saw him is at the drop. He was still pushing that Miata, bro. And
he did, right?
He had slimmed down. He looked like he lost like 40 pounds. He was looking good. I was like, look at you, Timmy, looking all handsome and stuff, bro. Can I get your number? But nah, like I ain't seen him in like.
You might as well switch teams after the fucking strikeouts you've been having,
bro. I ain't even been fucking swinging. I ain't been pitching.
You've been benched.
I haven't fucked since July, I think.
You think since July?
Since the strippers.
Okay. So is that on purpose? Or are you just trying to take a breather? And
so what happened? I'll put a link. I talked about it on Pennell's podcast, and I brought it up in one of the ones that doesn't even exist. But basically, went to Miami, got out of control.
Yep.
spent $4,000 in one night with these strippers. Minimum $4,000. That's like statements I printed out and everything.
Dude.
And people hear this and be like, oh, he's gonna talk about Miami again.
Nah,
like,
but still, man, that's fucking.
But yeah, and then I came back and I was like, my shit was negative for like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like I would get my direct deposit, that shit was just less negative, and I was like, damn.
Yeah.
And and I worked as soon as I got back. I used to caddy. I started caddying. Work 7 days a week. I made that money back, and some, and I paid stuff down, and I've got my shit together. And I'm glad. What I say is like, hey, at least my rock bottom, I was getting my dick sucked. So fuck it.
Yeah.
But I came back and I cut out alcohol. The rule was no women for 30 days when I first got back. Yeah. Then I started talking to some young chick, but that blamed out because I got to get too thirsty or something.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 35 years old.
Oh, so like, are you trying to go for like?
Nah, not even, dude. Like that, she was like 21, and usually I have a rule like that was too young for me. I feel like I'm 25. I'm more comfortable with.
But when you're fucking around with like drugs and alcohol and stuff, it really lowers your inhibitions, especially with like what you expect in another person sexually and romantically. You just find yourself like, well, what the fuck do I care? I'm doing blow off a fucking back of a toilet right now. I don't care.
I actually broke the toilet.
Even gender is questionable. That is fine.
Oh, dude. Speaking of which, bro, like I hooked up with this chick that like
chick.
Bro,
like, going there?
Yeah,
that happened to me once. It's all good.
Nah, man, like I was trying to be woke about it, bro. I was like, man, like, you know what?
You were
like,
trying to be pan or whatever it's called.
Nah, man, like this chick kind of looked like a dude, man. And she was like buying me drinks, and I was like, cool. And then she like started making out with me, but I was like, I think this is a dude, bro. Like,
were you sitting on her lap too?
Nah, man, but like, fucking, she was like, oh, I'm about to go use the restroom, and she got up and she went to the men's room and shit. And I was like, oh,
what'd you do?
What'd you do? A gamble,
bro. I rolled the dice, man. I was like, you know what? I'm not a fucking transphobe, bro.
You would be doing this all right. Like you're getting.
We're doing the jag off, the signal, not signal. We're doing the jag off.
Yeah,
the
bro.
Fucking.
She was like, oh, you want to go like to the car or whatever? We were like at an exit bar and shit, and
you want to go to the car?
Yeah, she was like, you want to go to the car? And I was like,
what this dick?
I guess, man.
You want to suck?
Nah, it was a freshly shaved vagina. I was like, sweet Jesus, thank you.
Well,
I was like,
manly.
Makeshift vaginas are the best, I guess.
Nah. It wasn't shallow, so
it wasn't shallow.
That's usually like the telltale sign right there. Unless you're getting fucking 9-inch deep vaginas now, you know what I'm saying? Like,
fucking. Okay, let's just think theoretically. Okay, yeah. You go to her car. Was it her car? Because you don't have one.
Yeah, it's her car.
So you get her car. You get in the back seat.
Yeah.
And it gets push comes to shove. She takes her pants off.
Yeah.
And there's a big throbbing cock there.
What do you do?
What do you do? What would you have done?
Fuck, man.
Sober Steven. No, thank you, sir. Drunk Steven. Lowered inhibitions. What would you do?
I don't know, man. Like, probably just like touch tips just for a second just to see how it feels. Nah, fuck that, nigga. I ain't putting shit in my mouth. Like, I don't know. I'm cool, bro.
I've said that too, and I tell myself that I like girls, and then I had this thing happen at Sedgwick Stop.
Yeah, but you're a chick.
I can't, okay. That's that.
You can be gay without being gay. Like, nigga, if I suck one dick, it's over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It really is.
I'm not gonna lie, and I want to say that I'm like,
especially in our community, black and Hispanic. We're not white progressive community living where everything's cool. You know,
and
black and
even for me, like being a white woman that's trying to, I'm not even progressive. I am to an extent, but at the same time, if I'm not okay,
you're moderate.
I'm moderate. I am enough. I understand, and I try to mind boundaries and stuff. But I feel like if a guy that I was talking to said that he liked to fuck dudes, I've turned them down because of that, and just because it's like, you know what I'm saying?
What are you up to? Like,
I mean, yeah. Wait, what are we doing right now?
Time out. You mean like he fucks dudes, or he's getting fucked by dudes? That's two different things. Like low key.
Not
like,
in my eyes. Like if I've known that you fucked a man's asshole,
bro. I feel like that's the most.
I only did it kind of maybe once on accident.
That's like the most.
That's when I was a drunk.
Bro, that's like the most masculine shit
you
you could
fucking
do, bro.
feel a pair of balls hitting your
balls. Yeah, like
something.
Fucking,
you
like
just
two fucking.
I really don't know what it was.
Okay, I don't. Well,
like the thing that fucking swings back. And
a pendulum. Yeah, sure.
Or like at the office. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yes, but
like I'm stressed out. You know.
But here's the thing: is like, I mean, you guys have never been fucked from behind, but usually when that happens, you get fingered or you get, you know what I mean? You do a little. Yeah. Or, you have someone play with you, whatever. If you don't try to do that at all whatsoever, I don't know. That's weird to me.
No, I mean, I would say it's masculine because, like, bro, like, you've mounted, like, another masculine male. So that makes you, like, fucking alpha. Like,
Cool story, bro.
Like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying?
I guess, sure,
Like,
yeah.
dude, fucking me and Giovanni are like two hairy ass men. If one of us fucked each other, that dude's the one who's getting fucked is the.
You guys are fighting for the top, I guess.
Exactly.
I respectfully disagree, but okay, I could.
I mean, for sure. I mean, but that's probably like because I was in the Marine Corps. Like, you kind of
hoorah, bend over.
you probably
Okay,
get like a little gay after being in the military. I mean,
You get a little gay.
a little gay.
Happy Veterans Day. Oh, you're a veteran too, right?
Yeah, man. Marine
You
Corps.
who else is a vet? You, John. I forgot who else is.
John
But-
McCombs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
me, John,
he's Marine.
Rovon is Navy.
Army. Oh, he's Navy.
Yeah. There's a couple. Adam Bowman. I don't know if you know him.
Oh, Adam was.
Yeah, he's Army.
Uh-huh.
Who else? Fucking Zach O's Air Force. There's a bunch of us.
Zacho? Oh, that's right. He was.
Yeah, Air Force. But that one time, well, when I was a drunk, when I
Okay.
was before July.
6 months ago.
Man,
Or,
right?
no, this happened.
Take us back to earlier
Take
this year.
us back to
Basically,
the good old days.
So basically, I was at a girl's house and she didn't want to sleep with me. It was the
Okay.
first time we hung out, and she was like, she told me we're not sleeping together, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm fucking leaving. And then I was just like, all right, cool. And she
That's
was like,
fine.
she's like, are you for real? And I was like, yeah. And she was pissed. I was like, all right.
I don't know
I
what
gotta
to tell
go.
you. Yeah.
I was like, I'm fucking going.
You think I want to sit here and get to know you at 2:00 in the morning,
Like,
bitch?
no, it was like this is your chance, but like
Yeah.
this
Well-
is kind of a little bit. I don't know.
Well, that's what you came there for.
Yeah, and I was
It's like,
like-
what do you want to do? What are we doing? Why
I'm not
am I at
sleeping
your
in the
house?
bed with you. Like I'm not. If,
I had that happen to me,
Yeah.
man. Where like I fucking was hanging out with a chick, and she invited me back to her. We were like hanging out all night, and it was like 5 a.m. She's like, "Well, you can come to my place, whatever." I was like, "All right, cool."
That's an invitation to fuck. I would never invite a man over to my house if I didn't plan at least
Exactly.
putting it in my mouth.
So like I was like, freaking I was like, oh well, like I can, sleep in the living room or whatever. She's like, oh no, you can sleep in the bed with me.
What the
Dad.
fuck? And then
and then we get in there, bro, and like she didn't even like try, and like she already knew I was like into her and shit, man. So like I'm laying there with like the hardest dick I've had in a while, and like I'm like just basically laying there holding it down that way I don't fucking poke her in her fucking.
you didn't make no
spine.
moves.
Man, like, bro, she
Okay, hold on.
She didn't give no signals, bro. Like, nah, man, you know what? Like,
Oh, see, I don't talk to white.
but like, she's white, yeah, but like, fucking not. I mean, but like, I just didn't know, bro. You feel me? Like, I didn't want to take that.
You
chance.
didn't make out with her?
Nah, man. Like,
I think this is on you on this one.
maybe it is,
A
but
little
you know
bit.
what? I'd rather not be.
Is this
known
post or
as a
pre Me
fucking-
Too?
Oh no, this is definitely Me Too era.
Oh,
But
okay, I get it, man.
So like, man, like I'm trying to just. I'd rather not be considered like a rapist. I mean, because I got a homie that like some similar shit happened to him, and he made a move, and then like fucking he got outed, and then, I mean, I told him shit. It's
You have to be so careful as a man, and I feel bad for you guys because
I don't talk to white women. It's fine. I just talk
yeah,
to Latinas.
just
bro,
because nobody cares about
time
them.
out. Time out, bro. Like it ain't no different, man. Like, so.
Oh yeah, he would.
I got twins, bro. I had
Uh-huh.
I had twins with this black chick here in the city, and bro, like, okay, so you've heard my material how like I've fuck fat girls or whatever, and she was a bigger black woman, and I met her at this job I had when I used to work at Uber like a couple years ago, and she approached me. She's like, "Oh, I think you cute. Can I get your number?" I'm like, "Oh, man, whatever. This ain't never happened." So I'm like, "All right, cool, whatever." So we text a week. I'm like, "Yo, Saturday, let's go grab like some drinks, whatever." So we, I live on the south side. We go, grab a couple drinks, and then she was like, "Oh, I live like super far north in the suburbs." She's like, "Either I can stay at your place? Like, can I stay at your place, or like I could drive back?" And I'm like, "Bro,
Right.
you can stay at my place because like I don't want you to drive like fucking damn near an hour just to go back home, right?" So we get back to the crib, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Fucking, we hook up. I throw the Jimmy hat on. I'm putting in the business, and then like, fucking, you know what I'm saying? She takes the condom off to suck my dick, right? And then she just like jumps on it after she gets done. I'm like, "Yo, you need to get off." Like, "Yo, get off, right?" And like I couldn't get her off me, and then like,
Shut up. It
No,
felt
no,
good.
no.
Like for me,
I mean, of course it felt good.
it felt
but,
good. You're like,
it's
all right,
sex.
all right, you're good. Okay, fine, I'm fine.
No. I told her to get off me, bro. Like, and then
Yeah.
I came, whatever. And then I was like, next day I was like, bro, like you gotta get a plan B. Like I ain't got no money, so like, grab that shit, whatever. And then like fucking a couple weeks later, she's like, "Yo, I'm pregnant."
Damn.
The doctors say I'm like this far along and shit. And I'm like, dude, I don't know if you want to be like doing this with me, man. Like I'm not in the place to be like trying to father any children type shit.
Right.
And she was basically like, "I don't care, dude." Like,
No, that's what you do. And then that's when Merritt Landsteiner came in.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
when Merritt came in.
And I don't know if you noticed, but like the woman who I had the kids with, like she basically lied and said that, "Oh, I took the condom off without her knowledge, and that's how she got pregnant. I'm like, so basically you're saying that like I raped you and you decided to keep the kids that happened from a sexual assault? Like, in what world does that make sense, bro? But like,
you know, that's why I always, whenever I see any of that stuff online, I just, because there's always two sides of every story, and everybody gives their own like side.
I just didn't say shit, bro. I just stayed silent, bro, and let people say what they had to say about me.
And it was kind of infuriating seeing how this fucking white side of comedy just jump on you with none of them. A lot of them didn't fucking know you on that level.
And then on top of that, dude, there's been like female comedians, like the story I just told you about the chick that like fucking brought me back to her place. Like, she was a comedian, and like, bro, like I could have made a move or did some shit, you know what I'm saying? But like, so for it to be out there to like, I'm out here like sexually assaulting women, or like fucking like, I don't fucking do that shit, bro, because I'm terrified. That shit is scary to me, bro. You feel like, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather like not make a move when
and you're black.
Exactly.
And you're black. Look at Michael Vick, dude. They're fucking tearing him apart.
Exactly, because nigga fight. Like, he
this shit happened. How many years ago? Like almost 15 years ago. This stuff happened,
time, dude. And I get it.
Went to jail.
That's
for
the thing.
Fucking.
People don't want. They don't want people to rectify themselves. They don't want people to. They want to be able to shit on you in front of an audience, and
makes
themselves look better. What is it? Virtue signaling? Is that what it's called?
Didn't he abuse dogs? Yeah.
It's like, bro, we're all shit.
We've forgiven worse.
And he really, I think, did he not do a lot of this stuff? I was looking at Ed Townsend's post.
Well, actually,
did other people do it?
It was
like under his supervision.
What is he doing now? He's not back in foot? Is he back in football?
No, yeah, he's a correspondent for Fox.
Who gives a shit?
It's because he's gonna the Pro Bowl or something. I don't know.
Well, yeah, he's like a captain. They always get like a former player to like be like the coach or
like he served prison time.
Yeah,
like,
he served 24 months.
He served his time.
He served his time. He did service. Like, what
we
the
don't
fuck?
know exactly what he did. It's like the same thing with like Louis, with anybody that just gets publicly fucking strung up. You know, we want to know on paper like what you did direct. I don't think anything he would have done. He could have given all of his money to fucking PETA. And I don't think it would have mattered.
He did some stuff. Like he did like he did something like that.
You don't think he learned his lesson?
He did stuff like that.
Yeah, he
he couldn't own a dog for a few years.
Mm-hmm. He did a thing where like he would go like and he talked about it, like, you know what I'm saying, spreading the message like animal cruelty.
Yeah.
And like also he paid like fines, and he was on probation for a little while after that too.
And then where he came from, like, look, where I came from, we do, what is it? Not me, but my cockfighting, dude.
Yeah, nigga, like I grew up around dog fighting. My uncle like fought dogs. He bred pit bulls to fight them.
Yeah,
and he loved his dogs.
And I'm not saying it's right, but you do grow up around it. So like him, it's like it's almost normal.
I mean, and I've seen Eastbound and Down season 3, so that's fine. That was the good.
Spoiler alert!
You remember that?
I mean, shit. Also, too, bro. Like, I'm about to watch like a Mexican and a black dude punch each other in the face tomorrow.
Oh,
nobody's bitching about that. Hell yeah!
It's just you have these people that are silver spoon fed. They've never seen violence to that degree. They don't know that kind of shit.
Yeah, or just like had anything bad happen in their lives.
They've never had anything bad happen. They've had functional, fucking happy, supportive fucking families, and it's like, fuck them.
Yeah,
dude.
and a lot of people get they come from. I don't like to judge people that come from money, but they come from money.
It's my favorite thing to do.
But like on comics, I was like, look, it's like they don't like. It's funny because I'll hear jokes like, oh, you know, being supported by their parents, like, and it's like, nice. Look, motherfucker, I support my motherfucking parents. You know, my dad's in fucking Mexico, got deported. My mom, I don't know how, she lives on her own.
So your
now.
Dad is in Mexico. So your dad got deported.
Now Obama.
Oh, see, I fucking knew it.
Okay,
it's always Obama.
So are your mom and dad still together?
Legally, like, never divorced. No,
they were never.
But they never divorced. But no,
they never divorced. But they weren't together.
They were. Well, you know what? Actually, those last 2 years, they kind of weren't, because they actually kind of, when I was 16, they kind of split up.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, so your dad's been gone for a minute.
And then,
now, do you still have a relationship with your dad?
Every few months, he'll hit me up. He'll hit me up, start messaging me, nice, and then
are you
a week
Mexican
later,
or are you Puerto Rican?
Oh, I'm Mexican.
Okay. Well, I know there's like, it's like a rivalry because I have two, because my mom was married 3 times, and so her second husband was Mexican.
That's not
so
bad.
I have 2 siblings that are Mexican, and they're like,
well, I thought I was gonna say Puerto Rican. I was like, why?
Yeah. No, so when they say Puerto Rican, they're like, you know what I mean? It's just like this
Puerto
weird,
and vice versa too.
Yeah. It's very, it is. But what's the one that nobody likes? It's like Dominicans.
Hondurans. Oh, Dominicans.
Dominicans.
People
like
don't know about Hondurans. I'm bringing the Honduran.
Yeah, but that's like fucking bottom of the barrel.
Make it a thing.
Well, it's because Dominicans act like they ain't niggas, but they are.
Yeah, but they're mostly black people that can speak Spanish.
Exactly.
So it's like,
I like Ricardo Angulo. That's it. But
just one.
I probably wouldn't like his family.
And they're really good at baseball.
They are.
Well,
Dude.
that's
They're
all
the
that
worst.
matters,
Because I go to Miami a lot, so there's a lot of Dominicans, and it's like,
It's Miami.
Domingo,
Really,
he's a buddy of mine. He's not bad.
Miami is really
There's
a melting pot of people.
That's it.
It is. That you got Haitians, Dominicans, Puerto
Haitians,
Ricans.
yeah. There's not a lot of blacks.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's
not
so many
Haitian
Haitians.
blacks. There's a few. It's like
I mean,
80% are Haitian, and then there's 20% from a few, and then some that came down from like the Carolinas.
Yeah.
I mean, there
You
are
have a lot
black
of
people in Miami.
a
They're
lot
just
of-
like on the wrong side of fucking. They're not near the coast. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
You have a lot of Colombians too.
Not Mexicans though. Mexicans
No,
are,
there's
They're in
none.
Homestead. They're
lot of
30 minutes
Brazilians.
south.
Yeah.
Ooh,
None.
there's a lot
So
of
there's
Brazilians.
yeah. It's strange.
I've never been to Miami. I just know like the racial demographic.
Yeah, it's strange. Like everybody, like all of like the bordering like little fucking islands. They all, I don't know if they just fucking float
Fuck
on
Miami,
a door
dude. Fuck.
Real
over
shit.
there.
I can't. The problem is that happens to me every year. I go to Miami. This is what happens. All right, I go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I'm like, I'm gonna hang out with my friend. I go every year. I go to Orlando. I work in. I sell golf equipment for my day job. Right, so I
Right.
sell golf
Right.
equipment. So
So
I go to.
you get paid. Okay.
Okay, and then I work. I sell
Right.
golf equipment. I go to the show in Orlando. I go the week before, hang out with my buddy in Miami.
Right.
And then every year there's I'm not gonna name this. There's a strip club. I won't give it the name. I go. And it's like, let's go there. And the last few years, like, I'm not going.
Mm-hmm.
And then I end up going there, and it's like the same thing happens. I have a few drinks. I have more
Next thing you know,
drinks.
you're doing cocaine.
I'm
and
doing
you're-
cocaine. And I'm fucking a stripper in the back. And it's
I mean,
like every
it-
fucking time.
Dude,
At least-
the last time I went to Miami, I got fucked up and I got fingered by a male porn star who went by the name Smoky Bones.
Is he one of the Bang Bros guys?
I don't know. I don't think
Smoky
so.
Bones. That sounds like a black
Smoky
dude.
Bones. No, he didn't. He was not attractive at all. But I was drunk enough to be like, he knows what he's doing.
He's got a large penis. That's what that's
yes,
about.
and
Yeah.
that was neat.
What kind of
But I
porn
was
did
over.
he
I
do?
wasn't. it wasn't a party. It was just
No, what kind of porn did he do? Did you ever look him
Porn?
up afterwards or no?
No, why? I wouldn't.
Might have
It
Googled
was
this
like
nigga right now.
he was like, he's like, oh, I'm a porn star. I was like, cool. You want to fucking put your knuckle in me in the back of my fucking car? But I wasn't in Miami. I was in Key Largo.
Oh,
I was in the Keys.
Oh, you're in the Keys. It's a little
Yeah.
whiter down there. Okay.
It's a little whiter. It's a little bit more richer.
American.
It's really weird
Fort
down
Lauderdale
there
and the
because
Keys.
and
And then
everybody
there's-
owns a trailer down there, and it's overpriced, and it's very fucking islandy out there.
It is, but it's
Yeah.
it's very. Who's that guy who likes margaritas? He's a singer, Margaritaville guy.
Oh, you mean what's his name?
Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
I think of the Keys, I think of Jimmy Buffett or something.
Yeah, it's
like
fine.
that
Everything it's
vibe, those type of
overpriced.
shirts.
It's fine, but it's gross. Like you can go to shittier towns in Florida. Like for me, like I'm from Tampa.
Oh,
So I mean, that's more fucking bayou, like Cajun. Like I feel like the more north you go, if you stick along the fucking sides, like you're
You
gonna
ever-
have.
you ever see this video, Getting Money Boys?
Is that a porn?
I'll send it to you after.
Okay.
Let me write it down. But it's basically these dudes. I'm pretty sure they're from Tampa,
Okay.
and I don't know. To me, they look like Tampa trash. There's these white. There's the dudes in the
Tampa
wheelchair.
shit.
Right.
Yeah.
The dudes it used to be on World Star, and if that video came out recently, I think it would have gone viral. But at that time, it was just like early World Star days. But the guy's in the wheelchair, and in the video, they put money in his mouth because he's crippled. Basically,
Okay.
is that? Can I use
Yeah.
that
He
word?
ain't got no.
Who
I mean,
okay.
he's-
Can I just say I got
Retarded?
corrected? I got corrected on the word crippled. You
Give it up for
can't.
Brian
You
Stern.
can't. You can't even say crippling. I have crippling depression because
You
it
can't
is-
say crippling
You can't.
depression.
You can't even
Who
use
corrected
it.
you? A white chick?
Of course. Who else would
What
it be,
is
bro?
it?
Like,
A
It's
white
title white
comic,
women.
nonetheless.
Of
damn,
course,
the chick is
dude.
eating that ass.
And I like her, so I'm not gonna.
Is that?
fucking
Do you find Smoky Bones?
No, but I'm
You're
definitely.
just looking at porn now, dude. Put your phone away.
Well,
there.
no. I'm trying to find Smoky Bones, bro. I need
You're
to
watching
see
some
this
chick
guy.
suck dick, dude.
Smoky Bones. I don't.
But I can't go to Miami because that's what happens, dude. I go to the strip club. I sleep with some strippers. Like the last time I wanted to go back because I was like, dude. The next day I told my buddy like, let's go back. I just want to see the stripper I had sex with because I don't even remember how she looked. I have no idea, and it's kind of bothering me.
Yeah,
but he
nothing's
didn't go
popping
with
up.
me. But I didn't remember how she looked. The last stripper I went with, and then it was Smokey.
Smokey.
I'm trying to find a Smokey.
No, I'm not. I'm
It's
not
one
saying
of
anything.
my brother's friends. If I call him, he would know.
Oh, so like he might not even be
he
Your
was-
friends is
He
your
was,
brother's friends with a porn star named Smoky Bones.
Yeah, that's how I met him, and he's like, "I'm a porn star." I was like, "I gotta figure this out."
Oh, like he does porn, but he's not a star.
You know what? He was before
I'm a porn actor.
Well, I mean, this was like
He's an
fucking
extra.
like 7-8 years ago when I was living down there. I got a DUI and I had to get my shit straight, so I was staying down there. And I got introduced to this guy, and he was like, "Yeah, he used to like rent houses for cam girls."
Oh,
and so he was
okay.
like, I don't know what you would call it. He would be like the fucking manager of the house, and he'd make sure the girls were getting on camera on time and shit like that.
So he was basically like he was a producer, basically. He was a porn
pretty much.
producer.
He was living in this house with these girls, making sure that they were on time, making money and shit like that.
And every now and then he probably like do like a fucking POV shot. So basically he was digital pimping.
Probably.
That's basically what it is.
I didn't get that far. I just was like,
How'd you meet this guy?
Through my brother.
Your brother. What does your brother do?
He's
Smoking Bones, cam girl people.
My brother's he's like me,
Florida man?
He's known as being me, but a
Floridian.
man, because he's a tattoo artist, so he has a couple of tattoo shops.
Oh, okay.
I met him. He's a pretty cool dude.
Oh, Nick, yeah. My brother Nick.
He was up here.
My brother, he's like
You have 10 siblings, don't you? Is that true?
I have a lot of them. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Are
they're
these
not
different. Like
they're all like my mom and dad have been married each a couple of times, so we're all. It's just a fucking melting pot of siblings and
this is a true Floridian.
Here, a couple there.
Yeah. Well, my mom was married to a Mexican, and he got stabbed and fucking killed, and then she married
Who
my
stabbed
dad.
him?
Some black guy.
Over what?
And I'm Tyrone. I don't even know. It's such a stereotypical story.
It's like, why would a nigga stab a Mexican?
You can fucking guess why.
Fucking Mexicans,
like,
I'd stab myself.
I don't really know the what exactly happened, but after that happened, and then my mom was married to a fucking like redneck before that. She had 2 kids with him, 2 kids with this Mexican guy, and then me and my brother with my dad. And then my dad was married and then had 2 kids, and then he adopted 2 of her previous kids. So altogether there's 10 of us.
For sure.
So
wait, hold on, time out. That sounds like you mean so like your dad adopted the kids of another woman that he married?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's Bobby, Carrie, April, Vicky, Christina, David, Nick, Andrea, me, Anthony. So me and Anthony are the only ones without kids. Anthony is like living his fucking dream life. Oh, he's over in Laguna Beach, like he's a big wig, like taking vacations.
Anthony's
everywhere.
your brother? Who was?
Yeah, he's my Irish brother. So I was born in January of '88, and he was born in December of '88.
And then who's Italian? Your mom?
Well, my mom is Italian. My mom's Italian and Scandinavian, and my dad was super Italian. If you look at you look at he was very
like
very
from Bob's Burgers.
my dad was really dark. He was very dark skinned.
Yeah.
Not like you.
I mean, I get it. Like, but he's got that Moor rape gene.
Yeah, he has more of the rape gene.
The Moors.
Yeah. So like he was so brown that like when we were young, my brother would say like, "You're Puerto Rican." It would piss my dad off.
Ooh. People used to think I was Puerto. Well, you thought I was Puerto Rican. I get that a lot, dude. I get my eyebrow. My barber's a Puerto Rican, and he does my eyebrows.
Oh no,
that's a very Puerto Rican thing.
That's a very Puerto Rican thing to do.
I don't know Mexican dudes get their eyebrows done. I know a lot of Puerto Rican niggas. That
all Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, Mexican people don't do that shit. And you're you're more.
I mean, like depends where you kind of grew up. Like if you grew up, we're mixed over there in Waukegan, so.
You're mixed. What do you mix with?
As there's Mexicans, Puerto Ricans.
But you're full Mexican, right? Your mom and dad are Mexican, and your mom's from Mexico as well.
Yep. My dad. Everybody lived here.
So why did your dad get deported? Not your mom.
Gun. It was a gun. So this is what
gun.
Bro, Obama, everybody's like Obama so hard on Trump, bro, but Obama was that nigga, bro. He was
getting all the motherfuckers out.
It's just
dude.
that like, he had the swag to make people just like not.
He would deport kids, drone everybody, but fucking he was great on stage. He was good on the mic, dude. He was good on the mic, so nobody said shit, but whatever. But look, was it my dad got deported. What did he get? He got a gun charge, right? So back before concealed carry was a thing in Illinois, he always had his pistol and it was loaded. So then he got pulled over with a loaded pistol. And then what happened was he got frustrated because when you get arrested and you're not whatchamacallit, when you're not a citizen or something like that, they would put you on immigration hold. So on immigration hold, you can't bond out, you can't bail out. So while you go, usually you get arrested, whatever, you bail out and you go to your court dates. But now he had to stay in the jail, at the Lake County Jail. And at one point he got frustrated and he signed a deal against me and my lawyer and our lawyer or whatever. We told him like, don't sign it, don't do anything. He's like, no. What he did, he signed a deal with them and said they let him out. But the thing is, when they let you out, immigration, which I think it's called ICE now. I don't know if it's the same thing back then.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
What? Did ICE is a new name? I don't remember that name from back in the day.
No,
it's just that like we're acronym friendly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, to me, I remember just La Migra and stuff like, or immigration La Migra. Okay,
I mean,
whatever.
Same shit, bro.
But I don't remember. I was like, when did
this?
When did they rebrand? You know what I mean?
That's how you just say it in Mexican, bro. Like,
La
Migra way.
La Migra. When did this happen? Like, when did you?
I think about 8 or 9 years ago. Like when I started working at this golf company.
Okay, so you were an adult man.
I was an adult man. Oh, you know what? I was working at a company called CDW.
Mm-hmm.
I had a mid-20s crisis.
They took dad. Huh? And you're like, all right.
What happened is I quit my job at CDW. I had a mid-20s crisis. Like, I can't be here. And I quit. And I was like, I think I want to go to law school at that moment. At that time, and I quit my job. But then right when that kind of happened, that's when my dad got deported. So maybe like, let's say 9 years ago.
Okay.
What happened? He got caught with a gun, and finally, like after 6 months or a few months being in there, he wanted to go work because we work at a golf course. At that point, I caddied since I was 16, and he started working at the golf course. Mm-hmm. So we kind of rebuilt our relationship because we were working together a little bit. But then he got locked up, and he's like, I can still get out and work a little bit. And he agreed to the confession or whatever he did. They let him out. He was out for 3 days. You have 3 days where immigration, I guess, ICE can pick you up. They got his ass. And at that point,
wait, hang on a second.
He got released by, Lake County jail.
But so the feds came and got him.
Yeah,
wait,
exactly.
Okay, so you have 3 days. I don't understand why that would happen.
You have 3 days. Once you get released, you have 3 days for immigration to come pick you up. They could choose to come get you, or they could just.
So you just wait. You just I don't know if they're gonna want to come get me or not.
No, what you do is you get ghosts and you don't hang around where you usually hang around. That way, when the motherfuckers come around,
so after the 3 days, you're good.
Well, he wasn't, because as soon as he got released, ICE picked him up, and at that point, it's a whole different case now.
Yeah,
and it's like we met with an immigration lawyer, and it's going to be this much at least. And at that point, we already spent all the money on the other lawyer, but my dad didn't listen, and it's like, all right, dude, he gone. All right, see you next. Like, we spent our money, dude. So you didn't listen to us, and you fucking got impatient, and got out, and
so the question is, can he not come back, or does he have to wait a certain amount of years before he can reapply?
Who gives a shit? I really fucking know. I have no idea. At this point. If he can, if I become more successful, maybe, but it's whatever it is, because now I think he has to do stuff over there. I'm not sure what he has to do, but I don't really have the time.
I mean,
to look into
I'm
a busy dude, man.
And you're not necessarily super close to him. Are you close to your mom though?
I'm very close to my mom, and I used to be closer to him, but then now he's in Mexico. So
I mean, but
now he's in Mexico, out of sight, out of mind. Fuck him.
Yeah, I feel like though, even though as you get older as a man, dude, you just start doing your own man shit, and it's I
got a lot going on. You
just fucking who cares?
He hits me up every few months for money, and I Western Union some money, and that's about it.
He asks you for money?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or guns usually.
Or guns?
He'll ask me for money for guns.
Wait, where your people from?
He needs money for guns?
No, where your people from though?
Wait, what are you talking about? He killed somebody last year?
A few years ago, he might have killed somebody. In Mexico. What were you saying?
No, I was saying what part of
change the subject.
From in Mexico?
What do you mean where people from in Mexico?
No, where your people from? Where's your dad from?
My dad's in a state called Morelos, which is 3 hours south of the capital. And then my mom's from a place called Jalisco, where Guadalajara is. I don't know if you heard of it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but you know what? It's funny because I got 2 brothers I didn't know about, right? And I found I when they were kind of splitting up, there was inklings. I heard that there was maybe another family or something like that.
Yeah,
and that's a bit I'm working on right now, because I remember. One of the dudes hit me up, sent me a Facebook friend request, and I was like, wait a second.
Who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck is this, dude?
Did he look like you? Does he look like you?
He looks kind of, he's chubbier.
Okay.
He's a chubbier kid. I got to take a look at him.
No, are you guys all, because you're light-skinned.
Oh.
Considering.
I mean, it's only because it's winter. If he be
if I tan, I get brown.
You get really brown?
I get brown.
So are your parents dark?
No,
they're also light skinned.
Yeah, they're also light skinned, but I'll get brown if I caddy go out. I get brown. I get pretty brown
for sure.
There's some that just they're red, but I get brown.
So all right. So here's a question: how do you feel about do you feel like your pop's abandoned you? Do you feel some type of way because he's gone?
He abandoned you.
It's not he abandoned me, but it's this is what I say. He's an adult. He's an adult. He should know what he's doing. He should have known better. It's his own shit.
But kids feel a certain type of way about shit.
Yeah, but he's an adult man now, and he's asking him for money for fucking guns and stuff. It's just
he'll send me a picture of guns and be like, I want to get this one.
How much is it in Mexico? Fucking $750?
Well, whatever he sends me.
Probably works for El Chapo, bro.
Whatever. He's not.
I mean, do what you gotta do. What does he need guns for? Is can you just calm down and get a fucking...
I don't know if you know this, but all Mexicans are murderers and rapists, and that's why we can't let them into this country.
There's a lot of rape in the border.
I mean, of course, absolutely. Like,
hey, did you guys hear? You didn't hear the podcast? Did you hear it with Mikey Manker and Dale McPeeks? There was a really funny moment on it when they were talking about that girl. They found this is kind of fucked up, but they found 10. You know, if you go through a border, there's a lot of rape going on. Of course, nartels, but there's a lot going on. Like I know 2 people that came from Honduras, and the stories they were telling me about the girls getting raped. There's a lot. It's pretty bad.
No, I didn't listen to it. I listened bits and pieces.
Well, there's one.
And you know what's funny is I don't think there's a lot of people that don't like him, and I don't get it. Is it because he's just very Mikey Maker?
Because he's right wing. What do you mean?
Yeah. And that's it.
Yeah,
that's half of my fucking family.
And
Chicago,
and he reacts.
Oh, bro.
It's funny how he reacts a little bit online. He goes extra, of course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So maybe that, but
he's like Michael Cooper if Michael Cooper was right wing.
Yeah.
If Michael Cooper went the route that you expected him to.
I mean, but that's to get off topic, but that's why Trump won the presidency. Because if we're being honest, all these niggas who voted for fucking Hillary live in New York, Chicago, Los Angeles. If they fucking would fucking spread out and move to a red state instead of being in a concentrated area around like-minded people, then maybe, just maybe, you know what I'm saying, we'd have fucking. But no, I want to fucking live in the city, man, where I'm accepted, bro. So
the city's a bubble, but people don't realize that. You know what I mean?
It really is. It's fucking it's so funny because where I'm from in Ohio is like one of the only blue areas in Ohio.
Right.
Are you from Youngstown?
Yeah, from Youngstown.
Maybe further from the mic. I think it does less of that.
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
And fucking it's so funny because everybody's black people are hella conservative. Nobody talks about that.
They are. They're very conservative.
Well, we vote blue, but dude.
As far as the church, the family, the gay stuff, super conservative.
Super conservative, dude.
All blue. Always. It's
it's the message that's Democrat. It's the message that's been given to us, but I don't know. It's I don't know where I was going with that, but it's no, I get it. It's the bubble thing. It's dude, fucking you just vote because but have you ever actually talked to anybody for real, or try to get an understanding with anybody outside of your family or your circle of influence to see how people who don't think like you would interact and have a conversation about it? You know what I'm saying? But most people don't.
And it's a lot of people with implants that come into Chicago. Yeah, things it's and you know what I feel? I feel it's you know what? I'm mad at my dad, and my dad's a conservative, and then you go so far. I was talking to this one chick, right, and she's super left, she's a commie or something that. And I remember one time I was talking to her about it, and then we were arguing about it, and then she just started crying or something.
Oh Jesus!
Right,
Christ,
and I was but it kind of made sense to me because she started talking about other stuff. It's oh wait, it's not a political thing, really. It's not. It's you. You got the issues. You know what I mean? And this is kind of your. This is your way of
trying to make a penance is by fucking punching a ticket or some shit.
Yeah, and it's you're the one, man. It's it's you're the one that's messed up.
Dude, I never understood that about voting and shit. How so nowadays everybody talks about politics, which I think is fucking stupid, right? But then if people know your political leanings, they're as a black person, if say I didn't vote in the last election, but say if I did vote for Trump, then people were oh, how could you vote for
sell
him?
out
and he's against black women? And it's because nigga, when you vote for your own interests. You know what I'm saying? The political is personal. That's why they say that. So I'm not thinking about fucking women or fucking even other people of color, nigga. I'm thinking about myself. What's gonna work for me in the future? I'm trying to build for me. That's how I vote.
And it's even
and if you get mad at me for that, then nigga, you doing the same thing. So shut the fuck up. Or if you're voting for other people, then you're fucking stupid. Because that's how that's not how democracy works. But then again, this is a republic. So.
And it's tough because even there's somebody you want to vote for me, I'm pro gun, right?
Hell yeah.
But then there's people I want that are pro gun, but then other things are they're opposite of a certain a certain policy that it's never, you're never gonna win, dude. Even if I'm person voting for somebody on my whatever I guess my side is considered it's not gonna win. You
can't get everything because there's only two parties. You feel what I'm saying? This isn't a democracy. We have a democratic republic. People, dude. I feel like people don't even understand the fucking the government that they live in and how it's run. They just use all these talking points they hear on either MSNBC or fucking Fox News, but nobody understands. Dude, it's two parties. It's either You're with us or you're against us, and that's it, bro. Like a true democracy would look like fucking 35 fucking different parties all vowing for fucking like the fucking seat, dude. And like, dude, if you like India, if you know anything about like India's like fucking shit, they have a true democracy. There's like fucking 40 different parties all vowing for fucking like to run the country and shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. Like fucking, cause you can't get everything. Like one person just being on one side is like, okay, how blue are you? Are you fucking dark blue or light blue? And like fucking, you all right, bro?
Yeah, no, I was just thinking. I close my eyes sometimes when I think.
Oh, for sure.
Because I think I have ADD, so I gotta like concentrate.
They look like the fuck, I'm about to.
No. When you see me close my eyes, it's like I'm trying to concentrate and listen. Because
yeah. I mean, but that's basically what it is. Like how left are you, bro? Like, are you gonna lean more towards purple? Or are you centrist? And then like how far are you fucking like a cool purple? Or are you like a fucking red purple? And it's like, dude, it's fucking just two parties, so you're not gonna get everything. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then I don't know. I just feel a lot of.
It's Coke and Pepsi, but like they every now and again.
Oh, I thought you said Coke.
No.
And I was like,
not
as
that
soon as
Coke,
this podcast is over.
But fun fact, bro, I found out that they still use like coca leaves to make Coca-Cola, bro.
Absolutely. Coca-Cola, I think, is the largest importer of coca leaves in the I don't know if the world or U.S. or something like that.
It would make sense if it was the world, because dude, like they fucking own so much. They're like 71% of like the fucking soda game, bro.
Do you drink Coke?
Yeah.
I'm a Pepsi guy.
Powder.
How, bro? I don't know, because my mom drank that shit, nigga. That's
like okay, that makes sense.
I mean, but I like Coke products. Like I fuck with Sprite hella hard. You feel
Sprite.
Yeah, I drink Diet Coke.
I drink Diet Coke, but when I do, there's certain occasions you need a regular Coke. I can, and it's like I can't do Pepsi. Like I can't.
But if it's there, if it's there,
if it's fountain, I really don't give a fuck. But if it's like a can or if it's a
nah, man, I think
I gotta get a
Pepsi
throat burner.
tastes better. If I'm being honest,
you know
I'm not. I try not to drink soda, but when I
fuck Trump now.
when I go to the bar, not trying to drink, I'll drink a Coke or something, or a Diet Coke.
I drink a club soda or Diet. No, I always get a Diet Coke if I feel a little tired, but not too much, because they got free Diet Coke at work. By the time that sometimes I'm like already 4 in, and it's like, what the fuck just happened? My rule is 2 Diet Cokes, and then there's like 4, and I get to a mic, and then I'm at 5th. I was like, I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah,
what am I doing?
I drink club soda with lemon and lime, because I'm bougie. I try to make like a Sprite without the sugar.
Oh, you do? I do. I do whatever they have. The lemon, I really don't care, but I do a club soda with one of them when I go to mics. You drink? Do you guys drink before your sets?
Sometimes.
I try. I mean, I do, and I really shouldn't.
How much?
I don't get fucked up. Like maybe I'll have like a shot of a beer, and then like if I can, I'll smoke a J, because that just gets me like to like my level where like I can just flow out the funny and shit. But like I do sober sets all the time, and like I don't try to get like fucked up before I get on stage. I just want to be like at a nice, even, like lower fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's like when I'm trying to talk to a bitch, bro. Like I ain't trying to be like too fucking strung up. Trying to be like at that nice little.
Yeah.
I don't know. I sometimes go up buzzed, and it helps me get into my cadence about being more comfortable being as filthy as I am, because I'll write these jokes like I write pretty gross stuff. So for me to be comfortable saying that stuff on stage, I sometimes have to be buzzed, especially if it's in a room I'm not comfortable doing it in.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about that. Like I feel as
though you also don't fucking.
Are you banned? You're banned from
Annoyance.
Annoyance, right?
Yeah,
what happened that night? If you want to, unless you already talked about it.
We can talk about it. So, I mean, I ain't gonna shit on her that hard, but some comedian who, like, I don't think she's funny. I've seen her act. She was hosting this night, filling in for the regular host.
Okay.
And also a fun fact, like I brought my son there that night, because I knew he could go in. And
how old's your son?
He's 14
or 14.
Okay. He'll be 15 this month.
Okay.
But yeah, I took him and I did a set, and like when I went on stage, like I razzed her a little bit. I was like, "Oh, give it up for your host," because I think she looks like Maggie Gyllenhaal, right? Mm-hmm. So I was like, "Oh, give it up for our host Maggie Gyllenhaal," and like everybody started laughing and shit. And I was like, "What? Like, what y'all trying to say? Like, she ugly?" I'm like, "Nah, bro." I'm like, "She alright? Like, obviously somebody's into it. She got a ring on her finger, right? Funny, light shit, right?" And then like I go into my material about like I was still at the time just working out the bit about how much does my girlfriend have to outweigh me for to go from domestic violence.
Yeah.
And I had this bit that I wrote about Rihanna becoming like damn near a billionaire off of like the Chris Brown incident, basically starting a cosmetic line.
Yeah.
And she's like, this guy, he made fun of the host, which you should never do, which I think is bullshit because people make fun of me all the time on my mic. And like fucking
well deserved.
Yeah, I mean, but still, bro, it's like, man, when you make fun of people, it's like a fucking form of empathy for real. It's like, nigga, we all feel uncomfortable in our skin. It's just like,
or sometimes you gotta kind of. Sometimes you'll leave. I leave stuff alone. But sometimes you kind of have to react. You can't like. Yeah. What said before, like you kind of, if the host doesn't address it, you kind of have to address it. Or
yeah, and it's like
it depends. It depends.
And I wasn't like degrading her character, like shitting on her. I just said she looked like a person, and it did my material. And I guess like she was the only woman in the room, so like somehow that was like offenses. Like either you're a woman or you're a comedian.
Make them uncomfortable.
Yeah. So then instead of like as an adult approaching me after the fact and just like telling me like, hey, like you said these things and this made me uncomfortable, she went to the owner of the establishment and they banned me. Now, like, I'd never seen this woman before at a mic or any shows. This is like the first time I ever seen her, and she had the fucking power to get me fucking banned from a spot that I've been going to for 3 years. It's ridiculous.
That's fucked up.
It's like, man, whatever, man.
It's
so
stupid.
It's stupid. I don't know. Are you banned?
People are so fucking soft, and that's the touchy. Well, it's the thing is you're gonna have these comics that are just like they're never gonna.
They shouldn't be comedians.
Comedy's not a safe space.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really not, and I wouldn't necessarily say like she shouldn't be a comedian, but she definitely wouldn't be considered a road comic or a comic that would survive in a place like. So like I did a show in Indiana a couple weeks back, and because I'm newer to this, so for me I'm starting to venture out and doing more road stuff, and I love it, man, because you can't necessarily rely on your material to get you through stuff. You have to be funny.
Exactly.
You have to be funny. So you have somebody like that would come out and do this, and they're gonna fucking eat shit because you're doing these shows in the city where everyone's sitting there quietly and they're listening because they want to be supportive and they're just, you know what I'm saying? But as soon as you get out of the city and you have this rowdy ass group of people, you're gonna quickly realize like, fuck, am I funny? Like, am I just a good writer or am I a comic? And I've never heard her jokes. I don't really give a shit. But to be there's some people that are just good writers, and there's some people that are good joke writers, and there are people that are comics.
I would give her none of three, if I'm being honest.
No, I don't. It's irrelevant. It's neither here nor there.
True.
It's the fact of, so what, you're banned from Annoyance Theatre. All big deal.
I've seen it a bunch of times where I go, because I do a bunch of road stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most of my shows are on the road somewhere.
Yeah.
And I do a road, and I see a comic from the city, and they go up there, and then they'll eat shit because they're doing this. I don't want to say alty, maybe alt. I don't know. Yeah, some of the shit was really alty. The one dude was just reading a menu. He grabbed, I don't know, pulled some Andy Kaufman shit.
Yeah,
and just started reading from the menu.
Who the fuck does he think he is? Jesus Christ.
And it's like, this is like, motherfucker, we're in Beloit. All right, these regular people who just want to see you laugh, and it's like, these aren't your buddies, man. Like, this is a little bit different over here. So, like, make them laugh, motherfucker.
They want to hear some fucked up shit.
They want to hear some fucked up,
or not even fucked up.
Or just razz on the room. Just sometimes, like, I'll go on stage and I'll be like, they'll cheer and like, shut the fuck up. Like, it's just you can't really just go in and start telling your jokes, because half the time nobody gives a fuck who you are. They don't care who you are. Like in the city, yeah, sure, you might have a little bit of credential because of how many rooms you run or who you are, but
and who nice
as soon as you fucking leave the city, it's all about and that's why I think that's where it really counts, and that's where the comic in you needs to come out.
Yeah, because like I've done like a couple road gigs. Like I don't get out because like I don't have a car and shit, but like the ones I've been fortunate enough to like do outside the city, like dude, I have like a good time, and like people actually like my material. I mean, people like my material here in the city. It's just like my peers, you know what I'm saying? That like I have to like really deal with.
It depends on the peers too. Like
this is true.
You just quit being caught up on these fucking Logan Square comics.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, true, but I'm saying like these are the people who like are impeding my bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I don't. Like not, I used to like care a lot, and I was like really upset by it. But like now I'm at a point where like, oh, I guess I don't care. Like, dude, fucking the way I think about it, like I don't compare myself to Jesus, but like Jesus was like quote unquote the perfect guy, and they still killed that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like fucking, it doesn't matter for real. As long as I'm true to myself, man, and like my family's, you know what I'm saying, is supporting what I do, and I'm still like, that's really all that matters.
I don't know. I think that's why. I mean, I guess I don't really try to get booked in these stupid showcases, but at the same time, it's like, you got to appease these people to get on it. And I commend you because you don't want to do it. And I don't blame you for doing it because you shouldn't have to, because, the comics that we look up to growing up, they're all shitheads.
Exactly.
And like for me, I always thought comics were scumbags. Yeah. That have gone through shit and they're not afraid to talk about it.
Exactly. Like they know how, like, dude, I feel like a lot of the problem with, like, say this scene is people don't fundamentally understand like what comedy is. Like, comedy is tragedy, period, bro. Like, the plus time thing is like how long it takes for you to make a joke out of something happening. Yeah. Like, if something tragic happens, like, I can find probably like 30 things as why that shit's funny.
Yeah. Like, it's not that I agree with you 100% because that's the point of view that I take. But you have these comics that rely on other sources of just being silly or joking about. There's that fucking comic that outed you about your baby mama. She fucking told her to joke about LinkedIn. I'm like, you fucking stupid cunt. Move to LA already. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I don't care. I don't care about these fucking people, and I don't expect to be famous from it. And I don't care to be on your fucking showcase, you stupid bitch. Like, yeah, she's a beautiful woman. A lot of these people, they're good looking, and they have
pretty privileged.
They're privileged, and they've had silver spoons in their fucking mouth. I don't want to hear a fucking thing that has to come into your mouth because I can't relate to it.
I don't care as long as it's funny. But there is
it's funny.
That's all I care about. Like, so now I try to not to judge if you're pretty, if you're rich, or if you're anything. But it's like, what gets to me, it's like, are you funny or are you trying to be funny? Yeah. You know what I mean? That's all that matters to me. It's like, are you, because it's, man, I fucking suck.
True.
But
I mean, but
when I first started.
But let's be fair, man. Like, if we were better looking people, we'd be a little bit further ahead.
I don't think so.
Depends.
Where are you trying to get far at? Are you trying to get far in these? Are you trying to get far in Annoyance Theatre? Are you trying to go to? Who cares?
But you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, shit, I'd probably be featured at Laugh Factory a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you want to be featured at Laugh Factory?
You know what? Because, dude, it's the same reason why.
Hang on a second. No, you don't. No, it doesn't. That doesn't matter because Dale McPeeks fucking go. You know what I mean? You have all these people that aren't like, you know what I mean? Like, Zach was a beautiful man, but luckily he's funny.
Who's that funny guy who's white?
Name, like, you gotta really narrow that down,
you gotta
bro.
narrow.
Jesus Christ.
He's larger.
Like,
Dale?
fat?
No, but Dale-ish. But he's from Florida.
Oh gosh.
Did he move out?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I know you're talking about balding, bald white dude.
Yeah, John.
Fat.
I feel like there's a John involved there.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
But that's just an example. It doesn't
like
matter. Yeah, you'll probably.
No. I mean, the only reason like why I like will quote unquote care about that is for the same reason why like I'm going to barber school at Paul Mitchell, bro. Like, the name is recognition. So if I have the name, it's like fucking going to school at Harvard, man. Like, nigga, like, you think you can't get the fucking same education at State if you go to Harvard, nigga? Like, it's just you went to Harvard, so that's so much more prestigious. Yeah,
kissing ass gets you a lot further, and being more fluid with your fucking belief system is. Is
it a black thing?
Nah, I know a lot of niggas that eat ass.
I eat the booty like
groceries. What about
groceries.
pussy? Is that an old school black thing?
I eat pussy.
Black dudes eat pussy now?
I mean,
is that an old school? Is that a 70s thing?
No, it's not a 70s thing.
Yeah. I mean,
the older dudes, a different generation.
We don't eat pussy.
Yeah,
bro.
right. Yeah. All right.
But nah, fuck that thing. I eat pussy, but like, nigga, I don't eat chitlins. You feel me? Because like,
I love chitlins.
I just want to eat nothing that's been through more shit than I have. You feel me? Like, that's the truth of the matter, bro. Like, I ain't eating ass. I ain't eating chitlins. Like,
I don't eat ass either, and I don't eat chitlins.
I'll stick a thumb in the butt. That's as far as that goes.
No, I'll eat ass. Both, vice versa.
I routinely.
Like, I don't know. Oh yeah, hell yeah, a bunch of times. I like getting my ass eaten, but just not the first time.
Seriously, really?
Yeah, except the first time that it happened, the chick put me on my stomach. Yes, man.
You're on hands and knees.
She put you on your stomach and fucking spread.
She flipped me over, and then
that's strong.
Because it was some Puerto Rican chick, right? You know, Puerto Ricans are freaky.
There you go. Yeah, they do.
And this chick, man, like. And I was before like a few weeks we were messaging. I was saying some freaky shit like, "Oh, you do this," like kind of like pushing my limits. So I was like, "What's up? You eat ass or something like that?"
Yeah.
This is years ago. This is before
push
ass eating became
a fucking shove.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. When push came to shove, I was sitting there right, and then she turned me around, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on? Like, why am I on my stomach?" And then I felt it, and I was like, "No."
Did you wash your ass first?
Hopefully.
I mean,
Okay,
he was
so
fucking, so it had to be.
I'm sure it's
No,
before I went there. I
dude.
showered because I probably knew I was gonna fuck, so I'm sure I showered, got ready, this and stuff.
Oh, was this like the foreplay round, or was it like in the middle of like the passion?
Dude, this
She
is
was
like one of
fucking-
the first times we ever fucked,
Shit.
or maybe the first.
You ain't marry her, bro? What the fuck is wrong with you,
No.
man?
It's a long story, but
The last time I had my ass eaten, it was like a 4 a.m. fucking we're both drunk sort of thing. And so he spread it and I was like, are you sure? Like, I couldn't relax. Like, he was enjoying himself, but I'm over here like, fucking, like, when did I shit last? Like, what did I eat earlier in the day? Like, what did I eat yesterday? I just, like, because I know, like, you know, like when you shit or like when you go and wipe, like, you know, there's always residue. There's always going to be like a degree of it.
I noticed that there are baby wipes in your bathroom, so I'm pretty sure you do all right.
I mean, fuck. Who gives a shit? I mean, there I have no in the bed. I really kind of have no limits, except I don't want anything in my butt, except for tongue.
But you know what sucks though, nigga? Like our G spot is in our asshole, man. Like what the fuck is that about?
Well, you haven't had somebody stroke it.
Nah,
That's
man.
the
I'm
problem.
waiting.
If I had known, but I don't like putting fingers in the ass because
No.
I don't like mine messed with. Like I will now.
My thing is like I'm gonna wait until like a medical professional does it. You know what I'm saying? Like I want like a person with a lab coat on to like, you know what I'm saying,
To stroke your prostate.
Well, they're gonna do it to find out if I got cancer in like a couple years anyway. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather have a
that's a good
professional
cop
do
out,
it
dude.
first.
I like that.
Yeah, and if I like it,
You're
then I'm
being
like,
smart.
and then I'm like, all right, well, you know, fucking.
A Puerto Rican nurse, dude. Oh, that's what I gotta find.
Oh man,
Because Puerto Ricans are freaky, and I love Puerto Rican women.
They're all CNAs.
I don't know if I want a woman to do it.
What the? Oh well, I mean, I guess.
No, not just for the simple fact.
Rationalize
Dude,
that.
let me write that down.
No, it's not even like rational.
Puerto Rican. Write down Puerto Rican man.
No,
and then
nurse.
Put and then put CNA because that is the most likely thing that's gonna. Don't put RN. You fucking lie. That's
PR.
Okay, I was gonna say don't put
Puerto
RN.
Rico.
Those don't exist.
I don't even know what RN is.
Registered nurse.
Oh, okay.
That's like the.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, so like the reason why I would rather have like a male doctor do it than a female doctor is because like I don't know.
They know where it is.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure women do too. They're doctors, but just like the simple fact is like, bro, like, come on, man, you know what it is. Like, dude, if we do any like certain thing that's like feminine around a woman, it's like that shit turns them off. Like, I want to get out the way, have an intimate moment. I'd rather have an intimate moment with like a dude, and then be able to adjust in front of a woman.
I'm
to
glad
like,
that this is being recorded.
I'm very
it's all
comfortable
good,
with
man.
No,
like, comfortable with my sexuality.
My doctor's a woman, and then she was grabbing my balls, and I was just hoping.
You're just like, I'm here for an eye check, bitch.
And she looked good too, and I was like,
wow.
this is, I don't know, made me
Courtney,
I
Dr.
forgot.
Courtney.
And I researched her too, and I was like, because she was
like, you saw a picture of her, and you're like, that's fine.
no, because she had all this. I don't know.
She can hold
I've
my
heard
balls.
she does all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
I forgot what kind of medicine it's called. So she had this, and that, and I was like, because I finally had health insurance, and I was like, let me go to this doctor.
Just get the whole thing done.
And then I was just sitting there thinking, it's like, man, dude, she's how much? What do you go to school for? Like 10 years? You pay $100,000 to touch my sweaty balls, and that's what's just going on in my head. Like,
why were
wow.
they sweaty?
Because
it was.
You were
summertime.
nervous. You're nervous because you're like, this is
I had jeans on.
This is Dr. Courtney we're talking about.
You go like in the middle of summer or something.
I don't remember when I went.
You go after
Maybe
the gym.
Maybe.
I always, whenever I go to the gynecologist, I have to like shower and I'll put the nozzle up there and I fucking scrape myself out a little bit.
I said, doesn't that fuck up like your pH balance or something?
That's fine. I just want to make sure that they're not going to peel it open and be like, what the fuck is this layer of film?
They gotta crack it like a fucking hard-boiled egg.
Yeah, just fucking. Just cheese.
Oh yeah,
and
anyway.
the fucking puff of steam comes out. I'm like, sorry.
So
you remember that movie Emperor's New Groove?
Yeah.
Do you remember when they're at dinner in the treetop and like they fucking get that roly poly?
Yeah.
And they fucking beat it with a stick and it pops open and steams.
Yeah.
That's me.
That's fucking funny.
And then he fucking digs in.
Bro, you couldn't pay me to be a gynecologist, bro. That's like.
Well, I'd be worried if my gynecologist was like, wow, was wowed by it. But it's
is
usually
your gynecologist a lady or a
it's
man?
a man.
I mean,
because women have such slender little fingers and they usually have nails and they're so dainty, and it's like, I don't know, it's weird, it's cold, it's fragile. No, I need an old Asian man's hands inside of me because I feel safe.
I mean, I love vagina too much. I feel like that would just ruin the mystique. You know what I'm saying? Like
what?
I mean, vagina.
Like to have a woman doctor? That's why.
No.
You want a man
I'm just saying,
doctor.
like, if I were like to be a gynecologist, like I couldn't do that job, bro. Like,
Oversaturated in pussy.
Yeah, just like looking at like, and bro, like you see some gnarly pussies, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think it would give you a different. It would give you a different appreciation for it.
I just don't trust male gynecologists. Like, this is what you went into?
The good thing that's not a worry for you. Why don't you trust them? Like why does it matter if you trust them?
This is what you dedicated your life to? You want to look at pussies? Like, I don't trust this guy.
Well,
I don't trust dudes, people that are like male, adult males that are into kids. Like, I like working with kids. It's like, you do?
Jesus Christ!
Hey,
like, come on, man.
I mean, you have doctors that are into feet, and you have doctors. You have proctologists. Yeah. You don't trust those?
Yeah, that's not big. It's the butthole. That's fine.
It's the butthole.
Everybody has a butthole.
Yeah,
everybody has a butthole.
But a proctologist is like, I specialize in your asshole.
Yeah, but so what? I'm okay with that.
Guess.
There are urologists, people who like are dick doctors. You know what I'm saying?
The dick is very important. So is I don't know. I don't know. It's
but
like
a puss.
Think about it. It's like what I went to school. Like, look, I want to study pussies. I want to look at pussies. This is my life. I'm gonna go to 10 years. How long? I'm gonna go to school for 10 years.
I never. You know what? I should.
You can just talk to women. They'll tell you.
You know what? Next time I see Dr. Prezzavento, I should ask.
Like, how'd you get into?
No, but when he's like, usually I'm fucking legs in the air, so I'm trying to like.
Like, so
it's just here that click of fucking opening, and I have to sit there.
How'd you get into that? Like,
so what brought you? Yeah,
I get it back in the day because there was probably less female doctors, but I don't know. I just
I got herpes one time, and I thought to myself, never again.
I don't know why they would become that. But anyways, Lisa Peters, right? So this is how I got banned.
Oh,
Let me finish this. Not banned, but okay. So Lisa Peters. We went to the show, and on the way, when she heard I guess what I was told is the material was kind of like something I said in my material made her feel uncomfortable. And she wanted.
Do you remember what it was you said?
No, I'll look at my set list. I have, everything's kind of transcribed on the sets I do, but I didn't remember what joke it was, to be honest with you. And then I found out afterwards. I went on. And it's funny because on the way up there, I remember I was talking to my friend. I stopped by one of those oases, and I called my friend. I was like, dude, I'm not going to talk to this chick at all. She's talking about how she believes in nymphs or fairies.
So, this girl, you were talking to her like kind of like whatever.
Normally. And I kind of stopped. Now I just let her talk on the ride up there because when she said something about fairies, I was like, this chick is crazy.
When she brought in Majestic.
Yeah, how she believes in them. I was like, you know what? I just, in the back of my head, I was like, this chick's crazy. I'm going to say something wrong.
She will definitely cancel
and she's going to be in a private Facebook group, like, talking shit about me. So that's when I stopped. So I didn't even say anything on the ride. It was on something in my set that I said, right? And then I found out afterwards because I saw that she deleted me, and I was like,
oh, jeez.
Yeah, and I was like, why'd you? And I was like, what? And then a comic told me, oh, yeah. What happened is she felt uncomfortable that night afterwards. That's why she went with a different comic home. And this is what pissed me off, dude. She had an unpaid guest spot, right? And I gave her some of my motherfucking. I gave her a fucking ride from the city. I picked her up, and I gave her some of my money from my set because she had an unpaid guest set, and
you were trying to bang her. That's why, right?
Hell no, absolutely not. Remember that I didn't want to talk to her.
It's not because you thought she was funny.
Wait, you're being sarcastic, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, I wasn't trying to bang her. I don't bang comics.
Then why would you give her a guest spot and give her some of your money?
The producer asked me, hey, it's a far show, it's a road gig. If anybody from the city that you would recommend to ride with you for a guest spot, let me know. And I messaged about 10 comics, probably like 6 dudes and 3 chicks. Okay. And then she's the one, she was available for it, right? So I messaged like a bunch of, about 7 people, let's say. Right?
Enough, yeah.
Like I messaged her, I messaged Oscar, some people I knew. I was like, all right, they'll be good for like, I know, because I remember, this is why, because I saw her, this is why I messaged her, because I saw her, we did the show at the Whip, right? That's what I was talking about. We did the show at the Whip, right?
Right.
And they it was one where they give you your set. And I was like, okay, this is going to be my clip. And I remember the material I picked is stuff that I thought in my head, this is going to be good with this audience, it's going to do well, and I get the clip. And I remember I went up there, I didn't do that well, I did all right, but I didn't, so I never used the clip. And I was like, and she went up there, and she did this kind of cool stuff about her dad, and it was kind of interesting, and I was like, and I thought, man, why the fuck did I do these fucking lame-ass jokes just because I thought these people would... I should have done the stuff I wanted to fucking... And when I left...
Did she go up before you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or after, I don't know. But when I saw her set, it kind of changed something in my, like, in the way I approach things. It's like, I'm not going to do this stuff anymore. Like, I did stuff because I thought the people would, like, I should...
Yeah.
Done... Okay. It should have done, like, I should have done the stuff I wanted to fucking do. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like,
so when you perform, when you do a show, do you listen to the person right before you? Like, how do... Because, like, for me... I try to at least listen to the comic before me, so it kind of gives me a guideline of like what would be good and what will work and what won't work.
What I do is, depending on the time, if it's a longer set, I'll put a basic set list together, right? If it's something over 15 minutes. If it's 10 or something, I don't put a set list together now. Kind of, depending on the room. And then what I do, right. I wait till I get there and I look at the audience and then I'll put my set list together.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, okay. And then when I'm watching the people, I might adjust the comic before. But usually at that point, I kind of looking at them, I kind of figured them out.
Right.
And then I'll watch, I'll watch how they react to the comics, and then I might change. Like, you know what? Let me start with this joke, and then I might change some stuff around when the other comics. It depends.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
like I watch, like I don't like seriously watch, but like I try to listen in to see what the comic before me's doing. That way,
right.
like, I don't tread over any of like the same material. Like if I got a joke and it's like very similar, like fuck, now like that's gonna be like
that's happened before.
Yeah.
That's happened before.
Or I'll listen. I mostly listen for crowd work.
For sure.
That's important because there's nothing like worse than like you have, like say you have a couple like and that's within clear shot and then you're like, oh, are you guys dating? And they made it clear that they're brother and sister. So you have every comic afterwards that goes on and asks the same. You guys dating? It's like you fucking. I could tell you weren't listening, motherfucker. So
exactly
stuff like that. Or, I'll listen, like, if they talk more about sex, then, I mean...
Let's talk about sex, baby. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about you and me. I don't know the rest of the lyrics.
All the good things. And
who is that?
Things. Since we're babies.
That's,
Sugar and Spice or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Salt-N-Pepa.
He said
Sugar and Spice.
Close enough.
I was. So then so then I saw her set, and on the drive home, I was like, I was yelling at myself, and it's like, that's never going to happen again. For choosing the material I did. And it's like, I should have gone with these. I shouldn't have done that. It's like, I'm not going to do that again. And then a few months later, producer hits me up and I was like, oh, okay. And she's one of the people, because I remember like, right. Because I enjoyed her material.
Yeah. Right.
And then she's not like, you know what I mean? I have a rule. I don't fuck comics. You know what I mean? I don't talk to comics.
You never have?
Yes.
Okay.
I fucked one comic and then I messed around with a comic. Was it a disaster
zone?
No, thank God. I'm not religious, but that's whatever. Anyways, thank God that I'm cool with the person, and it didn't work out, and it worked out. And then when I messed around with one person, and I'm cool, and at that I stopped it, and that was like maybe my first year, early in.
You didn't date. You were just fucking around.
I gotta guess. I don't know. I'm confused. In my head, I was like,
hey, man,
maybe I like the person. I don't know.
Most people we meet in our relationships are like people we meet at the job because we spend most of our time.
Yeah, so it's like I see it like that. It's a job. I don't want to. I get nothing. To my opinion, I get nothing out of it. There's no upside for me. Like it just there isn't. Like it's
that's smart. It's smart
because it's like whatever's gonna happen, especially as a dude. It's like if something goes wrong, he's like, he's a fucking asshole. Blah blah blah. Tells the producer, I don't like.
Yeah, no, I get you. That's protecting your interest.
And it's like, there's plenty of non-comics, and then I'm cool with that, dude. Like I don't want to talk to any comedians. I mean, I meet them, dude. I meet them, and like every once in a while, it happens. I meet, and I was like, fuck, man. I fight myself. You know what I mean? Like recently, like see, right now, there's one chick, and it's like, fuck, man. And I like the chick or whatever, but it's like I can't. I stop myself. It's like I can't do it. I can't do it.
Power to do it. Yeah.
So it's like I fight.
What about comedy groupies?
Oh, that's a different ballgame.
Dude, I've fucked some horrible comedy. Beloit. I've had sex two old white women from Beloit.
Like at
how
the same
old
time?
are we talking?
Over 50. Over 50.
Not at the same time.
At the same damn time.
Damn,
no, that wasn't at the same time.
I was say, Jesus Christ, bro. Like, why are you sad about that shit?
Dude, the first one was in South Beloit. It was, I don't know if Vicky Lynn, she's out of like that area. She was doing a Valentine's Day show. And I went to do the show. It was this guy named Nate. He headlined. And I remember we were making fun of this older kind of biker hag raspy voice, 50s, 60s.
You fucking slam.
And we're making fun of her. It's like, can't believe this shit. Like, look, and then they gave me drink tickets, and this one I was drunk, so I got pretty lit, right? And I'm leaving, right? And then as I'm walking out, one of the dudes like, hey, can you give whatever her name a ride? And I was like, all right, whatever. What's the fucking worst that can happen, right? And I'm fucking pretty drunk.
You in the fucking passenger.
So no, then we pull over at a Denny's, right? And I start fucking. We went there. You know why? We pulled over because like, man, I'm in Rockford. I live in Waukegan. I got to drive an hour and a half back. I'm kind of lit.
Right.
Like, let me go get some food, right? So we didn't even go into the Denny's. I start fucking in the Denny's parking lot, right? And then, so now it's like, all right, you know what? We got to go. I'm going to take her to the crib.
I mean, how was it though? Was it decent?
So I don't fucking. I mean,
I
it was a
remember,
vagina. I don't know.
I mean, but this is vintage vagina, bro. This is like
Vintage.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, that's one way to put it. But then I go take her to her crib, right? And then because she didn't have a fucking car.
I mean, obviously,
Because her 9-year-old.
How many DUIs did she have?
Yeah, probably because she lived with her 9-year-old mother, and her mother dropped her off at the fucking bar, right? And she's like in her, she's one of these bar
Jesus
hags.
Christ.
Yeah, I know, dude.
Her 90-year-old grandma. Can you imagine being
Mom.
that woman?
her mom dropped her off, and she's in her 50s.
Mom.
Yeah.
This Mexican's fucking me. So now I go to drop her off at the crib, right? And I remember I'm in the phone with my friend. I had my pot, and my friend's like, he's like, dude, are you getting your dick sucked right now? I was like, yeah. He's like, he hangs up on me, right?
Wait, he can hear it?
Yeah,
he can hear the.
He was like, because I was talking to him, and then like regular conversation, and then he's like, are you getting? I was like, yeah. And then she's gonna go in the house, right? And I'm like, and I think she was just telling me her mom just made like cinnamon rolls or something.
Oh yeah.
That's yeah.
Delicious, bro.
And then but I couldn't go inside because the mom was there or something, and then like the son, whatever. So now before she goes in, I remember I was like, hey.
So this was 6:00 in the morning. The mom just woke up.
No, this
decided
is like
to make cinnamon rolls.
No, she already had them ready. This is like the show probably was at 10.
Did
this
she
is
offer
probably
you cinnamon rolls?
I forgot. I couldn't go in because the mom, or maybe she did offer. I don't remember. But now she's going inside, right? And I remember before she goes inside, I was like, hey, before you go inside, can I fuck you in the ass?
What?
That's what I asked her. And this is the part that fucked me up. Like for the next few days, it was in my head. She was like, in her raspy voice, she was like, oh, she's like, all right. She's like, this is my first rodeo. And I remember she like just turned around.
Is or is not?
She said, this is not my first rodeo.
Of getting fucked in the ass in her driveway with her mom inside. Just
and I remember
she was reliving
making
her college
baked
years.
goods.
And she had, I remember it was that phrase stuck in my head for like a few weeks. And then this fucking Tinkerbell or Tigger, one of the two tattoos she had on her thigh. And I remember like that next day, dude, I was just driving like,
this isn't my first rodeo. She fucking peels down her fucking Spanx and she's got a tattoo of Tigger right above her ass cheek.
Skin.
And then I just fucked her in the ass, and I was like, and I remember, and this is now now the alcohol and the weed is kind of coming down, and I'm kind of realizing
sobering up, and you're realizing like the severity.
And then I
kind of
finish in her ass, and then she goes
like
inside.
you came in her asshole.
Yeah, and then she goes inside, and I'm just like. Now it's like a blizzard, so it took extra because it's snowing. It was kind of a blizzard, so it's a slow drive, and I'm just driving all the way from Rockford. This is like 2 a.m.
Just knowing that you just did some fuck shit.
Yeah, and I remember
some nasty shit.
The next day, the drive to work, dude, I was just like, "What the fuck did I just do?" And then the second one was Billy. Oh, not name. I don't know her name.
You don't remember that's okay. I'll say like, tell you about one of the worst things I've done. I was at a concert, and I was at a concert for this band, for a friend's band that I hired to whatever, and I went to one of their concerts wherever, and they had a band open for them, and we went back to this hotel where they were all partying, and they were all like trying to fuck,
of course.
So I let them all fuck for their band DVD in the hallway of the hotel.
Oh, so you're like part of like the fucking bonus.
I'm on a DVD somewhere.
Hey man,
just all 4 of these people.
Hey dude,
one after the other.
Get it how you live, bro.
I was 22.
I've had a couple chicks fucking go at me.
I wouldn't even say it's the worst. That's probably, to be fair, that's probably one of the best things I've done. That's the worst thing. No, that's the worst thing.
Remember the show Making the Band?
Hell yeah,
I made that band, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were making.
I was the glue for that
band.
You were
Diddy, dude. You were a white female.
Dylon.
Yeah, I Diddy. I was Diddy, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yo, so
it was a good time.
Yo, G, you ever like tag team a chick with your homie?
Yeah, but I did it with a homie who fucked up. It was doing it wrong because he got on top of her, and then he was like kind of over her, like trying to make love. And I was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
he was making it romantic, and you were on the side.
I was like, dude, there's 2 dudes here. Like, what the fuck
what
are you
supposed
doing?
to do?
He was younger, and I had to teach him because he met her through a fake ID. Like, the girl thought he had a different name because we gave the guy a fake ID. He was like 19 or something.
Okay.
We gave him a fake ID. We gave him a fake ID named Angel, right? Because we found a fake ID at a gas station.
Was he also Mexican?
Yeah.
I can tell by the name.
That girl used to hit us up. It'd be like, "Where's Angel at? Where's Angel?" Like, she didn't know she was fucking like some 19-year-old.
Name fucking Hector.
I mean, he's an adult. That's all that matters.
Yeah. But I remember I was like, what is this guy doing? I was like, oh, well, he doesn't know how to fucking.
Like he was young, and I was like, it's like he's still like in a, oh man, like I need to make this special type shit.
Yeah, I was like, dude, like there's nothing special about this, dude. She thinks you have a fake ID.
Dude, and fucking my homie that I used to tag team chicks with, man, he's like in jail right now.
Hang on a second, tag team chicks, like he was like your tag team partner,
bro. We're about to get
back again.
We're about to get belts, bro. Like real shit, bro. We're about to get some fucking tag team champion belts. Like that was like. This nigga's in jail now.
You're just tag teaming all the fat white bitches in fucking
hey man,
Ohio.
some of them were decently shaped. I mean, there was a couple fat ones, but like whatever, man. We got it on camera. Everybody's willing participants. It was a good time.
As long as they're willing participants. No children, right?
No, fuck no.
No. Oh, this is what I was saying earlier. The Mikey Manker Dale McPeeks podcast. My favorite. We're talking about Mexicans, right? Rapists. Anyways,
what a tomato.
But this is the thing. There was a young girl, like 10 or 12, who was at the border, and they found 10 different semens in her underwear, right?
Semens.
Or semens, yeah. Or yeah.
Is it 10 different kinds of semen?
Yeah.
Because 10 semens.
Did it have like a blue hue to it?
and then they were asking to Google it. They were having James or whatever Google it. And I remember Dale McPeeks goes, all right, Google cum bucket or something. And he felt bad when he said it, but I thought it was so funny in the moment. So that's the podcast that you're going to be on. By the time this comes out, it'll be after that one, I think. Or maybe, because I do these a week. But
that's a lot of semen. Can you imagine being that girl and that go on the news? It's just like,
yeah, dude. She no longer trusts men. She's ruined.
They fucking scraped her out, and it's just like this is a lot of jizz. We can't,
bro. And she was like 12. Like
yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like it's fucked up down. The border's fucked up. I had a buddy who's a border patrol agent, dude. There's from coyotes. There's people that get like. Families that get, you heard of the Denton 7. It's dangerous down there. Yeah, that's why I don't feel so bad when people are like, oh, it's a wall, it's racist. No, the border is a fucked up area. People get killed. It's like, you gotta secure the border.
It's like fucking Borderlands down there.
It's crazy down there.
Literally, it's literally what it is.
And we're just letting them. I don't care. I don't really have opinion of it because
I used to live near the border when I lived in fucking California, man. I lived in San Diego, so it's San Ysidro is like right down there.
Like it's not even, and it's like
shit sometimes.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And then people are willing to go over there, so it's like I don't have a problem with the wall. I really don't. Because it's like it's kind of protecting some of these people, dude. It's fucked up down there, dude. It really is, and it's like people die crossing the river. It's like
let the good ones in, but fucking, I don't
figure it out. But
understand.
it's fucked up down there.
So I mean, okay, so I guess it's to get political, but like, yeah, man, I'm kind of like, yeah, like if you want to come into the country, bro, like there's ways of doing it. Like, I mean, it might take a while, but like, you know
it can't be a free for all, and it can't. It's complicated, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it can't be completely lawless, dude.
Yeah,
it's
but like some people are like, well, if
there.
they're here, and it's like, no, bro, like you don't get it, man. Like they're fucking.
There should be like a psychology test that they should. At least,
I mean, like, everybody's fucking crazy though, so I don't know if that.
Yeah, but
as like
if you're trying to really filter the quality of fucking people here, just like I don't know.
Yeah, there's some fucked up people that get through.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, that's like with anything, bro. You know what I mean?
That's with anything. You bring them from anywhere. Have you seen the Honduras, fucking Serbian and Polish people? Those fucking Russian people. I'm pretty sure 90% of them are all fucking murderers.
Or Russians are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
No, Russians and niggas,
they're a different
bro.
type of fucking people. Different type of people.
Niggas, dude. Bro. I don't fuck with Russians.
Like, yeah, dude.
Oh man,
they're a whole different breed.
They are a whole different breed.
Dude, they remind me of like the niggas that like I grew up with, like niggas that are just like I don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck.
They're heartless, fucking.
Yeah. Don't fuck with them. Just don't fuck with them.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Oh shit, we fucking got it.
All right, yeah, we'll start wrapping this up. Here, let's do some plugs. Anything? Because what I'll throw the plugs in on the releases and stuff. So those will come out probably in 2 or 3 weeks because I release them weekly. Not the podcast, the mic. Is it now all Open Heckle? Okay, so
it's completely
Steven
Open
and
Heckle.
Jessica run a mic at the
Continental Lounge Friday nights at 11.
Yeah,
and you can find that if you're in Chicago at 2801 West Chicago Avenue.
Yeah.
And you guys just switch format from a regular mic to
a regular mic. We figure if you're gonna bring people out that late, we might as well make it a fucking shit show.
Yeah, just like have them like interact that way they want to be there. I mean, but like to be fair, man, like it was kind of a heckle mic for like a little bit. We're like just officially making it that. So shit
now it's just like who gives a shit, you know?
Yeah,
we're gonna make it.
So it's a heckle mic. So people that might not know non-comics, it's Well, everybody knows what heckling is. So you go up
heckling,
and people yell at you.
I mean, we're gonna try to like regulate it to where it's like not like fucking the shit show. Like you've been to the Mutiny when it was a heckle mic?
No, I never got a chance to go. I remember Quavers would always tell me to go.
I mean, it was fun, but like sometimes it would just be like you're on stage and everybody's just yelling at you. You couldn't like get a joke off. We want people to like be able to heckle, that way we can make fun of you. And then like, but still, I kind of want to hear something.
Hang on, can I just say that in your notes, I like that for Steven, the first thing is kids.
Oh, I was going to ask you about being a father.
And then not being liked.
Oh, yeah.
Getting banned from mics. Like, these are just the fucking points.
Hey, bro, I got a name for myself, man. I got a fucking...
Well, you're doing okay, that's the other thing I was going to bring up. So next week, it would be pre-week, whatever. We live in a time warp. You're doing the McPeek... You're doing the... what is it called? What is it called?
Like,
we don't like you.
Yeah,
is that
we
what
don't
it's
like
called?
you or something like that.
Yeah, I'll pre-release it on I'll promote it on Facebook before I release this one. So basically on that one is people submit things they don't like about Steven, and you guys will talk about it.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, Merritt's going to have a fucking...
Bro, she's in Hollywood. I don't think she gives a fuck about what's going on here.
There's plenty of other
fuck
people.
about like anything. Yeah. That's I mean, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna, like I said, I don't give a fuck about like, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna change anybody's mind, but like I'm just gonna say my piece and let that shit be that, bro.
Yeah, people that don't like you, what do you think they're gonna listen to it and trying to get their minds changed? No, they're gonna submit their questions and then
not even listen to it.
Probably not even listen. They're a bunch of fucking idiots.
All right, Instagrams, social media,
just Facebook. I try not to get on the social media shit. I don't know. I love arguing with people too much.
Don't argue. That's not what it's for. It's for promotion.
I can't help it.
I used to argue. I stopped 2 years ago.
My only comment, fucking dumb. Dude.
My only comments on Facebook now are like trying to be funny or promoting shows. I used to. That's why my message, James, about that one. I used to not be liked. I used to get political on Facebook. I don't anymore. Yeah. I have a rule. Nothing.
Yeah, I know. I don't even like. I have them, but like I don't use it. Like so, there's like Facebook, Stephen Curry, and then like you can follow me on like Instagram at Stephen the Comic, Stephen with a V. But like, yeah, dude, like I'm on there, but like I don't.
Why is it with a V? Aren't you a PH?
No, nigga.
You're with a V.
Stephen Curry.
Oh, that's Stephen. Oh, the light skinned dude.
Yeah.
Damn.
Stephen with a V.
Okay.
But like, no, I don't like using them because like I feel like I don't like the idea of people thinking they know me just because they see me online. That shit's weird, dude.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's what it is.
I'm using.
If you're trying to get famous, which is I'm
using it more because of this thing. Because now I'm using it and I'm trying to learn the stuff and then like, releasing more. So it's like if it wasn't, I would. But it's like.
Well, yeah, you want to you do this. You also want to get popular. Me, I don't think I'm meant for fame at all. I would be fucking terrible.
Before the podcast, it was whatever.
Dude, like just be Amy Winehouse, just minus the hair.
I am, but I'm like, fucking the not famous version. Just getting sad.
Hey man, she was popular, but she fucking did her thing. There's nothing wrong with that.
No social media. But I have I'm running a couple shows in DeKalb on the 21st and 22nd.
Oh, and I'm hosting them.
And then I'm doing my buddies on the 23rd, and then
that's a hot room. That's a good room.
My buddies does. That's gonna be the first time I've done it.
Yeah, it's a good room.
It's fun.
I just got booked for a show in Cleveland.
Hey,
yeah.
I know somebody from Cleveland. Eric Pennell. He's got me.
Oh yeah,
he got me doing this podcast. If it wasn't for he forced me to do the podcast.
Bro, I actually met him when I was working at Uber. Like we were fucking like just talking as we were doing it. I was inspecting his car, and then I mentioned like I'm from Youngstown, and I was like, oh, I do comedy. He's like, oh, I do comedy. I was like, no shit. And like, yeah, we.
Oh, you're both from yeah.
Well,
we'll hook up. Have you met Eric? Maybe we'll do his.
No.
He's a good guy. Yeah.
I don't think he does comedy anymore. Though.
He does. But he's out like by like Berwyn. He'll do cigars a lot and stuff.
I love that mic, dude. I love cigars and straps. I fucking love that mic, man.
For sure.
Oh, yeah, bro, that mic is so
it's funny.
Fun.
Yeah, I almost not every week, but I go. That's like my Wednesday kind of mic. How does that Bordello thing? I'll ask you after. What people don't know about that. Yeah. I think that is it. All right. Oh yeah, what the fuck is mine? Giovanni Diaz, Lobo 9110, LOBO 9110. I think that's all my social media except I just got a TikTok.
Nice.
What is that supposed to be exactly?
I don't know.
Just some other ADHD
just a bunch of
type shit
pedophiles on there or something.
Like a Vine? Is that like Vine?
They're singing and things. I don't know, but there's supposed to be a lot of activity on it. So I'm looking into it, but I don't even know what the fuck it is on TikTok, but. Maybe Giovanni Comedy. I don't even remember what it is. I barely just put something up the other day. I'm figuring it out. I'm not going to edit it out. I don't know. I'll just put some music after this. All right. Peace. Lobo Done Podcast. Bye.
Lobo them, Lobo them, Lobo them.